Hello guys, Brad here again with another fragrance review. This will be my third fragrance review from the house of Precious Liquid, and this one is called Mandarine. And what it says about this fragrance on the website: a joyful scent always makes us smile. Mandarine imparts a burst of energy, encouraging us to honor our commitments. This scent also features rhubarb, rosemary, thyme, myrrh, cedar, and clean musk. So when I first heard about this Precious Liquids or Precious Liquid fragrance house on Jensen's channel, it was actually Mandarine and Blue Agave that captured my interest the most. So I was pretty excited to finally get around to checking out Mandarine, because like Jensen's, I also love the note of rhubarb in fragrances, and also it's hard to resist a good juicy orange note in fragrance as well. So I thought this would be a great one for summertime, and I was really looking forward to trying this one out. Unfortunately, it didn't quite live up to my expectations. For one thing, I didn't really get much in the way of rhubarb here. I love rhubarb. I eat a lot of rhubarb, especially in the springtime. My brother has some rhubarb, and I love to eat it as a sauce or as a dessert. This year I even tried making some rhubarb smoothies that turned out pretty well. So yeah, rhubarb I love. But this one, I definitely get the orange. This is definitely an orange strong fragrance. The orange note is definitely front and center here. Do get some light herbal tones from that rosemary and thyme. Don't really get myrrh as far as I can tell. But there also seems to be some neroli in here as well. Now, neroli is a commonly used summery citrus note as well in men's fragrance, also paired with mandarin orange. So I definitely get something kind of like neroli here, even though it's not mentioned on the fragrance profile. So it gives it sort of that classic Italian soapy citrus vibe that I've encountered so many times on my fragrance journey, specifically from houses like Zegna and Acqua di Parma. So for that reason, I think I'm a little bit underwhelmed here, because neroli isn't really one of my favorite notes, and I don't really think I need more than maybe one fragrance with neroli in it. So yeah, this one is a fine fragrance for the summertime, but it really just reminds me so much of other neroli and orange neroli fragrances that I've already smelled before. So let me just go ahead and get into some final scores here. The smell, I'll give it 7.5 out of 10. I do like the smell, but I think maybe if that neroli vibe was gone, it would have been even better for my nose. Projection longevity, I'm going to say 6 out of 10. I was a little bit iffy here because I have a hard time picking up on this fragrance when I just smell it on my own skin, but there was a coworker toward the end of the day made a comment about my fragrance. It said something about, Brad, all your fragrances always smell so citrusy, so he must have picked up on it. I think it does linger because of that neroli note, but it doesn't really seem to be very powerful. So I'm going to say 6 out of 10 for projection longevity. Maybe 2 to 3 hours of projection, but as a skin scent or close to the skin scent, maybe 7 to 8 hours. Versatility, I'll say 6.5 out of 10. I think it's mostly a day wear fragrance for spring and summertime. Uniqueness, I'm going to give it 4 out of 10, because the use of neroli in both the designer and the niche world seems to be a little bit overrun, and I don't really think we need another one unless they come up with a way to make it really unique. And with myrrh and rhubarb not really being very obvious to my nose, I can't really give it a very good score for uniqueness. Price point $125 for the 50 ml. With an overall score for me, I'm going to say 6.5 out of 10. A pleasant orange neroli type fragrance, a little bit herbal. Perfectly fine if you like neroli and orange and fragrances. If you don't already have something with those notes in it, if you already have other neroli or orange fragrances and you're looking for something that's going to be a little bit different or off the beaten path, I'm not really sure, according to my nose, if this one's really going to do the trick. But yeah, it is a nice neroli orange scent for what it is. Slightly mature, slightly soapy, pleasant, but I think it's been done to death. So those are my thoughts on Mandarine. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks. Bye.